Now let's go on to the next asana. We're going to be this time repeating Jnanasana. For repeating into Jnanasana, first bend your left leg, place it on the outside of your butt. Bend your left leg, come on every one of you, bend your left leg, place it on the side. Come on, come on, come on, we are just into it. Let's get going. Now bend your right knee, placing your right leg on your left thigh. Bring your right leg onto your left thigh. Place your hands on your respective knees and sit down in the position. Where you feel the pain, see where the pain is coming from, where the discomfort is coming from. And hold. Now perform the Samakumbhaka with a faint breath of inhalation and exhalation. See the prana at your navel center mentally. Hold here and continue to breathe. Now visualize Devi Saraswati in your inner space and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथान्यतासनं कृत्वा सर्वव्याधिनिवारणं योगाभ्यासी भवेत् क्षिप्रं ज्ञानासनप्रसादतः दक्षपादोरुमूले च वामपादतलं तथा दक्षपादतलं दक्षपार्श्वे संयोज्य धारयेत्.
Now we are going to be entering into Kubjikasana. So the left foot that is there on your the right foot that you have placed on your left thigh, you're going to pull it as high as possible towards your armpits and try to hold. Try to get it as close as possible towards your armpit. Pull your feet up. Pull your right foot up as close as possible towards your right armpit. Come on, pull, pull, pull and hold. Whatever is the maximum you're able to stretch yourself, you're going to lift until there and hold. While doing this, you're going to visualize Swamiji liberating you from all your karmas and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ जठराग्निसन्दीपनं गुल्मप्लीहशूलहरकुब्जिकासनं किञ्चित्तिर्यक्शक्तिमा स्थाप्य जानमूर्ध्वं धृत्वा सम्परावर्तनेन कक्षमूले पादमादाय तिष्ठेत्. एतत् पीठं कुब्जिकं वह्निकारी.
Relax, slowly drop that feet back on the ground. Now bring that right foot as close as possible towards your left thigh. Place it on top of your left thigh and bring your knees as close as possible. We are going to be entering into the Bharadwajasana. So try to bring your knees as close as possible. Come on, all of you, try to bring your knees as close as possible. Now from this position, you're going to be twisting yourself towards the back. So raise your left hand. All of you, please raise your left hand. Hold on to it. Hold on to the right knee with your left hand. Now turn your right hand all the way, twist it all the way behind, and try to hold on to your right foot. As you twist, look backward, not forward, look back. Look backward as you twist yourself. Look backward and hold. Hold the position. You're going to visualize Lord Kartikeya, Subramanya in your inner space as the ruler of the planet Mars, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उत्तानकूर्मपीठं च संहस्गारुडमेव च वातायनं गोमुखं च भारद्वाजं त्रिविक्रमम्.
Relax. The next asana we are going to be performing is going to be Virasana 5. So in Virasana 5, you're going to lift the right leg and try to bring it as close as possible towards your navel center. Once you get it there, then leave it and interlock your hands, placing it over your crown center. All of you, place your hands on your crown center, interlock your fingers and place it on your head. Now from here, stretch your hands out all the way up towards the sky. Stretch your hands out, your entire shoulders, stretching yourself. Hold the position. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and embody the space of bravery in your inner space, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
एकं पादमथैकस्मिन् विन्यसेदूरु संस्थितम् इतरस्मिन् तथा पश्चात् वीरासनमितीरितम्.
The next asana we are going to be performing is going to be Baddha Matsyendrasana. So this time in Baddha Matsyendrasana, you are going to bend the right knee and sit on top of your right knee. All of you bend your right knee and sit on top of it. Bring your left knee across. Bring your left foot across your right knee. Whichever knee was bent, you are going to lift that out and place it on the other side. Come on, all of you, get into this position. All of you get into this position. Okay, from here, now raise your right hand. All of you, raise your right hand. Twist towards the side, bringing it outside the left knee. Now once you're comfortable here, you're going to bend the elbow and insert your hand in the gap between your calf and your thigh, and get the other hand from behind, holding on to your fingers. If you're not able to twist and get it all the way back, just raise, twist it, place both the hands on the ground and twist, look backward. Look backward, come on, look backward. Hold the position. As we perform the Baddha Matsyendrasana, you're going to visualize yourself as Sage Matsyendranatha, who is the founder of the Hatha Yoga, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पार्श्वाभ्यां धृत्यते जास्तु पार्श्वमत्स्येन्द्रमुत्तमं करेण बन्धये तत्तो बद्धमत्स्येन्द्रासनम्.
Relax. Stretch both your feet out and shake it out. Relax. Stretch both your feet out and shake it out. Okay, relax. The next asana we are going to enter into is Baddha Konasana. So with your feet, both your feet stretched out, you're going to now bring the heels closer to your perineum. Bend your knees, bring both your heels close to your perineum. Interlock your fingers around your feet. Interlock your fingers around your feet. Try to bring your thighs onto the ground. You can flap your feet like the wings of a butterfly. Try to push your thighs all the way towards the ground. Now visualize Swamiji in your inner space and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Padmam Brahmam Stata Siddham Swastikam Vajramasanam Baddhakonam Bhadra Prishtam Mulabandham Tadhaivacha.
Now place your hands on top of your respective heels. Place your hands on top of your respective heels. Instead of interlocking, you're just going to place your palms on your respective heels. Sit straight. We are now going to be performing the Santa Kumbhaka. You're going to inhale through your nose and hold the breath internally. Visualize the presence of the air, the Vayu that you inhaled inside and around you, inside and outside your body. You are encapsulated in the Vayu, the breath, the air, and then slowly exhale. Continue to perform the Santa Kumbhaka. Now visualize yourself as Lord Veerabhadra as we perform the Bhadrasana 4 and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
वृषणनी नीचे सीवनी नाडाबा भागमाडाबा पगनी एड़ी पगने उल्टा विने राखवी आने अने सीवनी ना जमना भागमा जमन पगनी एड़ी पगने उल्टा विने राखवी.
Relax. The next asana we are going to be entering into is Yonyasana. So in Yonyasana, you are now going to be holding on to your feet and try to pull them inwards towards you. Try to bring your feet inwards towards you and hold them with your hands. Try to raise your feet as much as possible and pull your feet inwards Come on, try to pull it in and hold. See, you need to make sure that both your feet are placed together. Okay, from there, try to pull both of it together inward. See, this will not work by pulling one foot at a time. You have to pull both of it together because the bend is different. So you have to try and pull both your foot together. So try and lift it, pulling it as close to you as possible. Now in this position, you're going to visualize the Yoni Mandala in your inner space, the energy of Devi Parashakti, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पादौ सम्मील्य पादाग्रे आधारे पार्श्वलिङ्गादतः आनीय पादतलयोः संविशेत् योन्यासनं भवति.
Relax, drop your feet onto the ground, just relax. Okay, we are now going to be entering into the next asana, which is the Gorakshabhadrasana. In Gorakshabhadrasana, now you're going to pull your feet in the opposite direction, which means your toes are going to go downward and your heels up. Okay, you're going to try and pull your heels backward. Okay, we will repeat it, we will show it for every one of you again. So from having your feet together, you're going to try and pull your heels close to you, your feet on the ground. First come to this position. Try to pull your feet as close as possible and try to hold there. For those who are able to do it, then what you're going to do is you're going to use the support of your hands, come on top of your knees and slowly bend forward and down, trying to put your feet towards the back. So this is the asana. Let's do this together. Okay, for most of us, from the seated position, with both your feet together, you're going to lift your heel. Okay, try to lift your heel as close as possible towards your perineum and try to place your toes on the ground. Let's hold in this position. Come on, all of you try, every one of you try doing this. You have to pull it with both your feet together, only then it will come in. You cannot do one leg at a time. Now, while you're doing this, you're going to visualize the great sage Goraknath in your inner space and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
वृषणनी नीचे सीवनी नाडाबा भागमाडाबा पगनी एड़ी पगने उल्टा विने राखवी.
Relax. Relax. Now we are going to get both our feet at the back. Get on top of your knees, sit on your knees in Vajrasana. Now widen out your knees, stretch your knees out and your toes are behind you. Toes are behind you. Now hold on to the opposite ankles with your hands crossed behind your back. Hold on to the opposite ankles with the hands crossed behind your back. Now visualize Swami turning on patterns with his love and relax. The next asana we are going to be performing is going to be the corner. So just stretch your feet out in front of you and relax. Just stretch them out. Stretch them out. Just shake out your knees. The next asana we are going to perform is going to be Supta Baddha Konasana. Now we are going to be practicing this because we need to pull both our feet towards your navel center. You're going to pull our feet inward. So you're going to first bend your knees and bring your feet towards your perineum. And then from this position, you're going to simultaneously, you cannot do this one leg at a time. You need to simultaneously pull both the feet inward as close as possible towards your navel center. So you're going to pull your feet inward as close as possible towards your navel center. And hold. Only where you start feeling the discomfort, that is where you are going to start pushing yourself to go to the next level. So wherever you feel the discomfort, just try to hold there for a few seconds. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Supta Baddha Konasana and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
भद्रासनं सुखं स्थाप्य विपरीते तु पदे अनेके कुर्याचै तत्कामदहनं भवेत्.
Slowly relax. Just relax your feet again. The next asana we are going to be performing is going to be Bekasana. In Bekasana, once again, it's going to be a similar way of doing it. The difference is that you'll be interlocking your hands around your neck once you lift it. But first, we are once again try and pull our feet inward. Try and pull your feet inward and try to hold in that position. See, even if you want to try one leg at a time, you can try. So try to hold one foot and pull it in. Twist the foot inward, okay? So it's not just pulling it towards your stomach, but it's also twisting your foot inward. Trying to get it as close as possible towards your navel center. So you can try one leg at a time. And then the other. Come on, all of you, try to pull your feet. Now, let's pull both our feet together. So first you're going to try and open it like a book. Okay, first open your foot, each of your foot like a book. Okay, once you open it out, then try to together get it closer to your stomach, pulling it inward. And try to hold the position. Now visualize yourself as a frog in your inner space, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
ध्यायेद्धिचित्पदं भ्रान्तमासनस्थसुखाय च यदि सर्वाङ्गमुत्तोल्य गगने खेचरासनम्.
Relax. Relax. Once again, just shake out your feet. Okay, let's now move to the next asana. The next asana is going to be Bhagasana 2. Once again, bring both your feet close to your perineum. Bring both your feet close to your perineum. This time, your heel remains on the ground. Your toes are lifted upward. Okay, your heels are on the ground. Lift your toes upward. Interlock it up. Trying to get your toes towards your navel center. Your heels remain on the ground. Just pull your toes along. Try to lift. Try to hold the position. Request all the acharyas on the ground to assist the participants. Just go around and help the participants. Heels to be on the ground, but the toes are pulled backward towards your stomach. If you require, the acharyas can apply a gentle pressure, trying to push it closer towards your navel center. Hold the position. Now visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Bhagasana 2 and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
ध्यायेद्धिचित्पदं भ्रान्तमासनस्थसुखाय च यदि सर्वाङ्गमुत्तोल्य गगने खेचरासनं महाभेकासनं प्रोक्तं सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायकं महाविद्यां महामन्त्रं प्राप्नोति जपतीयः.
Relax. Slowly relax your feet. You can stretch it out and rotate your ankles. Rotate your ankles, stretching your feet out. Siddhi Jivi Asana. Now bring both your feet to your perineum. Bring both your feet close to your perineum and try to flap your feet so you can bring them all the way towards the ground. Let's do this for a few seconds. Flap your feet. Place your hands on your thigh and push them all the way towards the ground. Try to push your thighs all the way to the ground. Hold in that position. Keep that stretch in place. Once again, get back to flapping your thighs. Now, lift one foot at a time and try to bring it as close as possible towards your chest. One foot at a time. Try to bring it as close as possible towards your chest. Try to hold it there. Pull it as high as you can where you're feeling the stretch. You're going to pull it there and try to hold it. Come on, all of you, try to lift and hold. Hold the position where you're feeling the stretch. Breathe in and breathe out there. Now, switch the legs. Repeat the same on the other side. Pull the other leg as close as possible towards your chest. Pull it as high as you can. And hold. Relax. Now once again get your feet back closer to your perineum. Now from this position you're going to pull your toes towards your navel center. Your heels will be on the ground. Pull your toes towards your navel center. Pull it and hold it there. Your heels continue to be on the ground. Your toes are pulled towards your navel center. Try to pull as much as you can. Where you start feeling the discomfort, but it's not straining you. Open your shoulders out. Open your shoulder blades. Pinch your back. Crush your back. And pull your feet as close as possible towards you. Now, we are going to be performing the Santa Kumbhaka along with the Uddiyana Bandha, which means you're going to inhale through your nose and then exhale fully and pull your stomach in and up into the Uddiyana Bandha. See the prana enveloping you inside and outside you, the breath, prana shakti, covering you in and out, and then release and repeat. During this time, please make sure that you are continuing to pull your feet towards you. Please continue to keep the tension and continue to perform the pranayama, the Santa Kumbhaka along with the Uddiyana Bandha. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space, blessing you to live the life of a yogi, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paga ko sojo jayi.
Relax. Now You're going to once again pull your feet as close as possible, your heels on the ground, and try to pull your feet up. Now once you have placed your foot in this position, then bring your hands in front of your heart. Try to keep the toes as high as possible. Bring your hand in front of your heart in the Anjali Mudra. Consciously try to pull your feet up, your toes up, your heels on the ground. Now visualize yourself as a source of water as you perform the Panipatra Asana with the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
नाभो संस्थाप्य गुल्फौ च तन्मध्ये करपात्रतां शनैर्यत्नेन कुर्वीत पाणिपात्रं तदुच्यते.
Relax. The next asana we are going to perform is going to be Saptarishi Asana. So we are going to do this one leg at a time. We will show you what needs to be done and then we can practice. So from the position where you have both your feet at your perineum, you are going to lift one foot at a time. You are going to pull it inward and try to place it under your armpit. So one leg at a time, try to push it into the armpit, and then you are going to try and repeat the same on the other leg as well. Trying to push it under the armpit, and then place your hands on top of your head. So this is the Saptarishi Asana. Let us do this together. Relax your feet. Let's pull one foot at a time. Okay, so now we're going to pull one foot at a time. You can choose whether you want to take your right leg or your left. Now pull it all the way up. As you can see, try to pull it all the way up and try to place it at least under your elbows or your arms to begin with. Try to lift it and try to place your foot on top of your elbows or your arms. Try to hold there. Now Sevika, try to push it. Yeah, right. Yes. Try to bend it. Try to lift it a little more higher. If you try to lift it a little more higher, then with the hand that you are holding, right, the right hand. Yes, exactly. Now you're getting it. So the whole point is for us to try and push it all the way behind. So you're going to try and lift it, trying to push it on top of our palm. Let's try the other side now. Switch your legs. Let's try the other side. If you're not able to place it behind your arms, that's fine. Try to pull it. Try to pull it backward as much as you can. Consciously try to pull yourself into the position. Even if you're not able to get the whole thing right away, as you're doing, you'll be able to get it as you practice a little more. As you can see, you can try to pull your foot up from the center position. Try to push it outward with the support of your hands. Yes. Now while doing this, visualize yourself as one of the Saptarishis of Paramashiva with the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Dobu pagaki pagathali tiniki laika jusoya.
Relax. Relax. Just stretch your feet out in front of you. Relax. Yes, let's now move on to the next asana. The next is going to be Sukti Asana. We are going to be performing a variation that will help us get into the actual asana. So what you need to do is you need to get yourself into Padmasana. So get your foot into Padmasana or Ardha Padmasana. Try to get yourself into Padmasana or Ardha Padmasana. Now from this position, you are now going to push your weight in front and you're going to stand on top of your knees in Padmasana. And try to balance there. If you're not able to balance, you can take your hand to support by putting one hand on the ground or both on the ground and supporting yourself. Try to balance yourself in the asana. Come on, all of you, either Padmasana or Ardha Padmasana, either way is fine. But every one of you on your knees. Come on, lift, 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 lift. Try to balance yourself. Try to get yourself into Padmasana and try to balance yourself. Look at one point in front of you. Try to gaze at one point in front of you and try to balance yourself. While doing this, you're going to visualize yourself as a pearl born from the womb of an oyster in your inner space. And the internal japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पार्श्निनाभौ संस्थाप्य जङ्घाबहिः प्रदेशेन सम्मीलयेत् श्रुत्यासनं भवति.
Relax, settle down. The next asana is going to be Sthitarasana. In Sthitarasana, you're going to sit in Padmasana. Place your feet in Padmasana or Ardha Padmasana position. See, even those of you who find Padmasana a little difficult, right? Try to still push yourself. How many of you are finding Padmasana difficult? Can you raise your hands? Those of you who are having difficulty with Padmasana. Okay, alright, drop your hands. Now, we are going to we are like 21 days, we are more than 21 days in. So, we are going to push ourselves a little more even if it feels hurting. Okay? Try to pull your feet up. All the Kailasavasis, those who require help, go there, assist them to try to pull their foot up even if it is hurting a bit. Let's push ourselves, get ourselves into Padmasana even if it is for just a second. Okay? But let's all try to get ourselves into Padmasana. Those who are already able to do Padmasana, you're going to go to the next level, stretch your feet out and you're going to get your foot into Padmasana without the support of your hands. Raise your hands up above your head. Now you're going to just use the force of your foot and enter into Padmasana. So this is for those who are already able to do Padmasana. Practice this. Now for those who need support, all the Kailasavasis, all the hall volunteers, Adinavasis, please go around supporting and trying to give that additional pull for those who require the support. Even if it hurts a little, try to push yourself a little further into it. Those who are able to do Padmasana, try to get yourself into Padmasana without the support of your hands. Come on, come on, come on, you guys do that, don't wait. If you got once, repeat it again. In the initial stages, you can place your hand at the back and then enter into the Padmasana. Once you're able to do that, then you can do it without your hands. Try to use force. Okay, when you're pulling it in, try to use your force. So that way you're able to do it. Okay, good. Now from this position, once you enter into the Padmasana position, you're now going to place your hands in front of your heart. Place your hands in front of your heart. Now you're going to bend forward and down, trying to get your hand all the way to the ground. Bend forward and down. Bend forward as much as you can. Hold the position. Hold the position. Bend forward and down as much as you can. Hold the position at the bottom. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and experience the space of oneness with Swamiji. And the internal japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अर्थात पलोठी बालिने बेसवूते शिष्टासन कहेवा यछे.
Relax. Slowly come back to a seated position in Padmasana. Place your hands on your respective knees. Sit straight with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. We are now going to perform the Kakachanchu Kumbhaka as we perform the Ambujasana. Bring your mouth, placing your teeth and your tongue like the beak of a crow. Inhale through your mouth and then exhale through your nose. Along with this, we are going to perform the Uddiyana Bandha. So you're going to inhale through your mouth and then exhale forcefully through your nose. Pull your stomach in and up into the Uddiyana Bandha and then repeat. Continue to perform the Kakachanchu Kumbhaka along with the Uddiyana Bandha as we perform the Ambujasana. Place your hands on your respective knees. Visualize a lotus in your inner space and the internal japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अपानमुत्थाप्य शनैः स्वशक्तितः प्राणं समाकृष्य च कुम्भकं चरेत्. धृत्वा यथाशक्त्यनुचरेत् शनैः वायुं गदग्नं स्मृतमम्बुजासनम्.
Relax. Now we are going to hold on, cross our hands and we are going to hold on to our opposite knees. Try to bring your knees closer by pulling your feet inward. And you are going to cross your hands and hold on to your opposite knees with your hands. Once again, now we are going to continue to perform the Kakachanchu Kumbhaka along with the Uddiyana Bandha. So inhale through your mouth, placing your mouth in the beak, in the shape of a beak of a crow. And then exhale through your nose, pulling your stomach in and up. Repeat the Kakachanchu Kumbhaka. Now visualize yourself being born from a lotus flower and the internal japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
तत्र कौलासनं कृत्वा अथवा कमलासनं महाविद्या महामन्त्रं जप्त्वा लिङ्गमवाप्नुयात्.
Relax. Now we are going to enter into the Uttamangasana. As you continue to be seated in Padmasana, bend forward and down. Stretch your hands out in front of you and bring your forehead to the ground. Forward and down. I request all the Kailasavasis to support and help the participants. Stretch your hands out in front of you, bend forward and down. Stay there. Stay here, stay in the position. Now visualize Swamiji in your inner space and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
स्थित्वैतदासने मन्त्रे अधशीर्षः करोति चेत् उत्तमाङ्गासनं ज्ञेयं योगीनामतिदुर्लभम् एतदासनमात्रेण शरीरं शीतलं भवेत् पुनः पुनः प्रसादेन चैतन्यकुण्डली भवेत्.
Slowly sit up. You can stretch your feet out if you want. Just relax it for a few seconds. Even for those of you who are doing all the asanas in Padmasana, if you feel it's hurting a bit, you can relax, but once again get yourself back into Padmasana when we are entering into the asanas. Now, once again, let's get our feet back into Padmasana or Ardha Padmasana. From this position, bring your hands together, interlace them above your head, place them on top of your crown center. Turn your head towards the right and gaze at your armpits. Now you are going to continue to perform the Kaka Chanchukumbhaka, which is inhaling through your mouth, keeping it in the shape of a beak of a crow. Continue to perform the Kaka Chanchukumbhaka. Now visualize Paramashiva in your inner space and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उपविश्यासने सम्यक् बाहू कृत्वार्धकुञ्चितौ कक्षव्योम्निमनः पूर्वं सममायाति तल्लयात्.
Relax. You can drop your hands. The next asana we are going to perform is going to be Kulyasana. In Kulyasana, as you continue to be seated in Padmasana, place your right hand on your forehead and the left hand behind your neck. The right hand on your forehead and the left hand behind your neck, and bring your gaze towards your third eye. Bring your gaze towards your third eye. Now continue to perform the Kaka Chanchukumbhaka, bringing your mouth in the shape of a beak of a crow. Inhale through your mouth and then exhale through your nose. Continue to perform the Kaka Chanchukumbhaka. Now visualize yourself as the center, as the origin of a river of Shakti conscious energy that is flowing into you through the Sahasrara chakra and the internal japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ कुल्यासनं वक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा कौलिको भवेत् एकहस्तं मस्तकस्थो धशीर्षभिन्नगेकरम्.
Relax. The next asana is Divyasana. Now, from the Padmasana position, you are now going to hold on to your opposite elbows behind your back. Hold on to your opposite elbows behind your back. Now once you hold on to your opposite elbows behind your back, you are going to bend down and forward, trying to bring your forehead onto the ground. Bend forward and down. Now slowly come back to a seated position. Now from here you are going to place your left hand on your navel center, your right hand continuing to hold on to the elbow behind you. From here, bend down once again, bringing your forehead to the ground. Visualize all the gods and goddesses of Kailasa blessing you as you perform the Divyasana and the internal japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ दिव्यासनं वक्ष्ये पृष्ठं हस्तेन बन्धयेत् एकहस्तमध्यदेशं भूमिहस्तं च नासया.
Relax, come back to a seated position in Padmasana. We are now going to be repeating the Padmasana 5. So once again, interlock your fingers and place them on the crown of your head. Now, place your mouth in the shape of a beak of a crow as you continue to perform the Kakachanchukumbhaka. Turn and look at your left armpit and perform the Kakachanchukumbhaka. Please continue to perform the Kakachanchukumbhaka. Visualize Paramashiva blessing you in your inner space with the internal japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उपविश्यासने सम्यक् बाहु कृत्वार्धकुञ्चितौ कक्षव्योम्निमनः कुर्वं सममायाति तल्लजात्.
Now relax. Once again, you are now going to hold on to your elbows behind you. Hold on to your elbows behind you. Now this time, you are going to be bringing your right hand, right palm and placing it on top of your stomach as your left hand is bent behind, holding on to your right elbow. From here, bend forward and down. Bringing your forehead down to the ground. Bringing your forehead onto the ground. Hold the position. Visualize all the gods and goddesses of Kailasa blessing you. With the internal japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ कुल्यासनं वक्षे यत्कृत्वा कौलिको भवेत् एकहस्तं मस्तकस्थो धशीर्षभिन्नगेकरम्.
Relax. Slowly come back to a seated position. Stretch your feet out and shake it out. So once again, we are going to be getting our feet into Padmasana position. Get your feet into Padmasana. Chukumbaka. And exhale. Japa. Om Nithyananda Param. Trying to get your feet as close as possible. And then you're going to try and hold on to your ears with your hands, balancing yourself in this position. If you're not able to enter it into Padmasana, you can cross your legs and repeat the same. Keep your legs crossed and insert your hands in between the feet and try to hold on to your ears. Balancing yourself. Visualize yourself as a bat in your inner space and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ भूरिभुक्तस्य पाचनं सद्यो जरामशूलादौ वल्गुल्यासनं स्थित्वा समं सरसिजे कृत्वा वामकक्ष्णोर्वो.
Relax. The next asana is going to be Parasaramasana 2. It's going to be the same what we did. The only difference is going to be where we interlock our hands behind our neck. So instead of placing it on our ears, we are going to be interlocking our hands behind our neck. So you're going to try and pull your hands all the way to hold on to your neck. So if you're able to do it in Padmasana, that's great. If not, you can cross your feet and then you can repeat the same. Try to bring your hands behind your neck. Hold the position. You're going to visualize Lord Rama in your inner space with the internal japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
प्रथम करे पद्मासन आछे सूधो सोवे भू परिपाछे गोड़ा अर्जंघाये दोगु भूसो लगतारा शेषोयी.
The next asana is going to be Garbha Pindasana. In Garbha Pindasana, as you continue to hold the previous position, you're going to roll back onto your back and then try to come back to a seated position. So insert your hands in the gap between your feet. And try to roll yourself onto the back and come back to a seated position. Continue to roll. Either place your hands in Padmasana, place your feet in Padmasana and roll, or cross your feet and you can try and repeat the same. Try to roll yourself. Now, as you perform this, you're going to visualize Swamiji blessing you to generate unlimited energy and the internal japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
मायूरं पिञ्छमायूरं पद्मपीठसमन्वितं कौकुटं गर्भपिण्डं च कौर्मं योगनृसंहकम्.
Relax. The next asana we are going to do is going to be Simhasana 2. In Simhasana 2, as your feet continue to be in Padmasana, you're going to lean forward. You're going to get up onto your knees, leaning forward, placing your hands in the ground in front of you. Lift your head up, stick your tongue out and exhale forcefully, visualizing yourself as a lion. If you're not able to do Padmasana, you can do the Ardha Padmasana. But come up on your knees, placing your hands in front of you. Visualize yourself as a lion and forcefully exhale. Have the internal japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उत्तानकूर्मपीठं च सैन्धस्गारुडमेव च वातायनं गोमुखं च भारद्वाजं त्रिविक्रमम्.
Relax. The next asana we are going to perform is going to be Urdhva Kukutasana. So in Urdhva Kukutasana, once again, actually all the set of asanas we will be doing further from here is going to be in Padmasana only. So wherever you feel your Padmasana it's hurting a bit, you can relax, stretch your feet out and continue. So this next asana that we are going to perform is going to be Urdhva Kukutasana. In Urdhva Kukutasana, you are going to be placing your feet in Padmasana. Now come back on your knees, placing your hands in front of you. Now slowly you are going to try and slide your feet up on top of your hands. You are going to try to slide your feet up on top of your hands. Getting yourself into the Urdhva Kukutasana position. So there are a couple of different ways of doing this. This is one way of doing it, where from the bottom you're going up. The second way of doing it is, if you are able to do the Shirsasana from the headstand position, placing your hands in front of you, forehead on the ground, you can get yourself up into the Shirsasana position. And then get your feet into Padmasana from here. Now slowly bend and drop your feet on top of your elbows, and then slowly try to lift your head off the ground. So this is another way of doing it. So these are two different variations of doing this asana. So one, you can get your feet into Padmasana, place your hands in front of you and try to slide yourself up. Come on, it's for every one of you to do. Thank you for your applause, but this is for every one of you to do. Yes, let's try to get into the position. So either from the Padmasana, we can pull ourselves up by placing our hands in front, or you can enter into the headstand position. From there, get your feet into Padmasana. This is actually much easier also, because your leg will automatically drop above your elbows. From there, it's only a matter of you trying to balance yourself and slowly lifting your head off the ground. Slowly lifting your head off the ground. Okay, yes, let's try it. Come on, let's at least try to be in the position and try to lift ourselves. Even if you're going to slide, just try to slide yourself up. Visualize yourself as a rooster while you are performing the Urdhva Kukutasana, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटवासिष्ठ मरीचहल मत्स्यकं परिवृत्तिं चोदरस्य विविधं धनुरासनम्.
Relax. Alright, relax. The next asana is going to be Padmasana 6, where from Padmasana, pull both your feet closer to you, because now you're going to cross your hands behind your back and hold on. Cross your hands behind your back and hold on to your opposite feet from behind you. We'll show you how it looks from the back. In front, you're going to pull your knees as close as possible, and then crossing your hands behind your back, try to hold on to your feet and hold the position. At least try to hold one foot at a time. Even if you're not able to do both, try to hold one foot at a time with one hand. Use one hand which is there in front of you to push the feet backward and hold it on with the other behind you. Now visualize yourself as a lotus flower in your inner space, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
वामोरुपरि दक्षिण च चरणं संस्थाप्य वामं तथा दक्षोरुपरि पश्चिमेन विधिना धृत्वा कराभ्यां दृढम्.
The next asana is going to be Baddha Padmasana. You continue to remain seated in the same way. You're going to once again pull your feet. There's going to be a change in the bandha. We're going to be performing the Uddiyana bandha along with this. So last time, if you tried to pull your left leg backward and hold on to it from behind, this time try to pull your right leg towards your shoulder, means towards your hip, closer to your hip. and hold. You can do the same with Ardha Padmasana also. So where one foot is down and the other foot goes backward, and try to hold on to it. Okay, so as you can try to hold on to at least one foot at a time. Now inhale and exhale. We are going to perform the Uddiyana Bandha along with the Ujjayi Pranayama. So inhale through your nose and your mouth together, and then exhale forcefully through your nose, and pull your stomach in and up, and repeat. Visualize yourself as a lotus flower in your inner space, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पद्मासनं सुसंस्थाप्य तदङ्गुष्टद्वयं पुनः व्युत्क्रमेणैव हस्ताभ्यां बद्धपद्मासनं भवेत्.
Now relax, get your feet into Padmasana. You're now going to hold on to your neck. Bring your elbows together as you hold on to your neck. Bring your elbows together and bend forward, trying to bring your chin to the chest. Try to bring your elbows as close as possible. We are now performing Padmasana 7. Continue to perform the Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhale through your nose and your mouth, and hold, and then slowly exhale through your nose. Now visualize Paramashiva blessing you in your inner space, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पद्मासनस्थिता योगी जनसङ्गविवर्जितः विज्ञाननाडिद्वितीयम् अङ्गुलीभ्यां निरोधयेत्.
Relax. Now the next asana we are going to perform is going to be Urdhva Padmasana. So once you are in Padmasana, you are going to lie down on your back. Lie down on your back, and from here you are going to try and get your feet as high as possible in Padmasana, supporting your hips with your hands. Lift yourself all the way on your shoulders in Padmasana. Hold the position. Now you're going to visualize yourself as an inverted lotus in your inner space, and the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
प्रथम अर्ध पद्मासनानि पेठे बेसी पछी सोई माथु भेय पर राखी.
Relax, slowly drop your feet. Now, as you continue to be in Padmasana, your feet continues to be in Padmasana, you're going to raise your hands behind your head, lay down on the ground, feet in Padmasana. Raise your hands and place it behind your head. Your right palm on top of your left. And bring your gaze towards the nose. We are now going to perform the Sahaja Kumbhaka along with the Mahamudra Bandha. The Sahaja Pranayama, you are going to inhale through your nose. Visualize the breath carrying the prana through your entire body. Lock the breath inside by bringing your chin to the chest in the Jalandhara Bandha. And then exhale forcefully. Pull your stomach in and up into the Uddiyana Bandha. And repeat the pranayama. Continue to perform the Mahamudra Bandha. You're going to be visualizing yourself as a mountain in your inner space. With the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ वक्षे महादेव पर्वतासन मङ्गलम् यत्कृत्वा स्थिररूपी स्यात् षट्चक्रादिविलोपनम्.
Now slowly stretch your feet out as we enter into Shavasana. Lay down on your back, stretch your feet out. Place your palms by the side of your hips, palms facing up towards the sky. Inhale and exhale deeply. Visualize your entire body is dead. Swamiji is liberating you.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva.
नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 Shivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda.
Bring your awareness back to your body. Move your feet, move your toes, move your fingers. Slowly bring your knees towards your chest. Hug your knees. And move towards the left and right. And slowly come to a seating position. Come back to a seated position. Now bring your hands in front of your heart in the Anjali Mudra. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Let's end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashivapadukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you everybody. Let's all give ourselves a big round of applause. We have finished the first set of the full entire round of Sakala Vinyasa Krama, Pratama, Dvitiya and Tritiya Vinyasa Krama. So let's all give ourselves a big round of applause.